Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Missy and I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. So I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to be making some Valentine chocolates today. Now I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this recipe because I'm just making it up as I go. I'm using the mold that I got from Dollarama, and I'm just pulling things out of my baking cupboard because we are having some winter weather today and I don't want to be on the roads. So I'm just going to use up what I have at home and hopefully it turns out. So let's get to, and I'll show you all of the ingredients that I pulled out that I think I'm going to be using in this Valentine chocolate today. Okay, so this is everything I've pulled out of my cupboard, and I kind of have some sort of idea what I want to do, but not entirely. So we're just going to kind of wing it as we go along. But I have known for a while that I wanted to use this silicone mold from Dollarama and the heart-shaped cookie cutter, and I wanted to make some kind of a chocolate with cake. So I pulled out a white cake mix, some icing, some marshmallow fluff, my baking cups, some semi-sweet chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, my Eagle brand Dulce de Leche, and I also have some zipper seal bags and some sprinkles, and I have my mixing bowl here, my cookie sheet that's lined with parchment paper, and my mixer. So like I said, I knew I wanted to make a chocolate of some sort and a cake, so I'm going to combine the two of those and we'll see what else we can put in this chocolate that we're going to make today. So let me get organized and I'll be back with the first thing we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is make this white cake mix, and I have my oven on 350 and I'm just adding my ingredients into this bowl. If you do make this recipe, you can use any kind of cake you want and just follow the directions that are on the back. So this one here is 3 eggs, half a cup of oil, vegetable oil, and 3/4 of a cup of water. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix that up, and then I'm going to put it onto my cookie sheet. Okay, I'm going to scrape the bowl down, make sure we got everything off the bottom. You could probably use a brownie mix as well. Then I'm going to bring over my cookie sheet. And I'm just going to pour the cake mix on. I'm going to spread it out, and this will probably take about 10 to 12 minutes in the oven. I'll pop that in the oven and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my chocolate and I'm going to melt that in the microwave, 30 seconds, then stir, and then 30 seconds again until it's melted. Okay, our cake is done, and that took 13 minutes on 350 degrees. So what I'm going to do now is just put that on the other counter to cool down. Okay, and our chocolate is all melted and it looks really good. And I'm just going to bring my mold over. What I'm going to do is take a spoon and I'm going to dollop some chocolate into these cavities in the mold. And then I'm going to take the back of my spoon and I'm just going to work that chocolate up to the very top. right to that top edge. Just like that. I'm covering all of the silicone mold. Okay, so I think I have them all covered. I'm going to put that in the fridge for about 10 minutes until it hardens, and then we'll have another look just to make sure that there's no pink showing through, because we don't want whatever we're putting in to the cavities to leak out the side. So I'm going to go do that now, and I'll be back when that's all done. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is just pull my cake out of the pan and set it off to the side over here so that it can cool down and it's close by. Okay, so I think I've decided what I'm actually going to do here. Now that I have the chocolate in the fridge, I'm going to mix some of the cream cheese icing with the marshmallow fluff. And then we're going to use the Eagle brand and the icing and fluff with the cake inside of the chocolate. Kind of like an au caramel moment, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to mix these together. Not really sure how much to use, maybe a half a container. And some marshmallow fluff. It all seems right in my head, but we'll see how it comes together. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just going to mix that together now. And when I edit this video, my family would have already tried these, so I will tell you how they like them. So I've just mixed those two together, and I think I'm going to put them in a bag, or put that in a bag, so we can pipe it into the chocolate mold. Fingers crossed this works out and it's really good, and I've made something that my family's gonna love. I'll just set that off to the side. See if we can cut some little hearts out of our cake yet. There's our little heart. I'll just put that off to the side. And whatever cake I don't use, I'll use in a future recipe, or my family will just eat it on its own. And if these little cake pieces are too big to put in that mold, I'll just cut them in half. And the next thing I'll do is take my Eagle brand, and we'll put a bit of that into a Ziploc bag. I've never used this before. I was very excited when I saw it at the grocery store. I just figure if these things are in bags, it's just going to be more precise for us to put into the mold. I'll just put that aside as well. We're just waiting on the chocolate molds to make sure that they are set and that there's no holes in the sides of the molds. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the cakes in half. So I think they might be just a little too thick. So I'm just pulling the molds out and having a look to make sure there's no holes in the side of the chocolate. See a little bit there. Let's bring my chocolate back over. Just use the back of that spoon. And I'll just pop that back in for a couple of minutes. Okay, so our chocolate molds are dry. I just had to patch up one little spot, but I think that should be okay. So I'm gonna take my caramel here, and I'm just gonna take a snip off of that tip. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna line the very bottom with the caramel. We have our caramel in there. I'm just going to shake it down a bit. And then I'm going to go in with some marshmallow. Same thing, I'm just going to cut a little hole. And we'll put some marshmallow down in there. I think I'm just going to squeeze the marshmallow kind of right in the middle. Then we're going to bring our cake pieces over and we're going to try to fit these in on top, just like that. Oh, perfect fit. Perfect fit. I'm going to push down a little bit. And I wanted the cake on the bottom only because we're going to be flipping these out, and this is going to end up being the bottom. So I'm going to bring my chocolate over. And we're just going to fill the top of those molds. Okay, I'm gonna put those back in the fridge until they harden up, and then we'll come back and we'll release them from the mold and see how we did. Okay, so in the meantime, while we're waiting for our molds to set up, I'm gonna take some white chocolate chips and a little bit of pink food coloring. And I'm going to melt that in the microwave, 30-second intervals, stirring in between. Okay, so the pink chocolate is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in a baggie. I think our chocolates are probably done. We'll get those out now. I'm just putting some parchment paper down so we have something to put our chocolates onto. Okay, so here are the chocolates out of the fridge, and we're going to try to unmold them and see how that goes. So I'm just going to stretch this mold out, and I'm going to push from the bottom. And there's our chocolate. Lovely, just lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our pink icing, cut a little tiny hole in the bag, very tiny. Get my sprinkles ready. I'm not sure what I'm putting on yet, but we'll figure that out. And I'm just going to squeeze. Just go back and forth over that chocolate. Lovely, just lovely. I'm just taking some sprinkles in my hand. I'm just going to put a few on top. Push them down. Oh, I'm so happy. So far these have worked out. Now we don't know what they taste like yet, but we'll find out when the family gets home. Some of these little balls. I think I'll put some sugar on some. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This shaker that I have here was $10 at the grocery store, and I think well worth it. At first I thought that's a lot of money, but we've gotten, you know, we're getting a lot out of it. I'll be using it in a few recipes. Look at that, pretty. There's our chocolates, just gorgeous. So I'm going to continue to make some more, and I'll be back later with the final product, and we'll cut it open and see what's inside. So here are the chocolates that I made today, and oh my gosh, they're so darling. They really truly are, and the perfect little treat for Valentine's Day. And I'm pretty proud of myself for making these, and I'm really happy that I filmed it so that all of you could be here with me. But this will definitely go in my recipe book to be passed down, you know, my own creation, and it just gives me chills. I'm just so happy, and they're just so cute. And like I said, the perfect little treat for Valentine's Day. And I hope you try this recipe at home and your family loves it as much as I know my family's gonna love it. And we're gonna cut one open and see what it looks like on the inside. And I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that like button and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading again. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day. Until next time, bye for now.